Listen, let me tell y'all something. Men, women, stop trusting your friends around your partner. All right? Stop telling your business to your friends about your partner. Because I can guarantee you that same friend that you're sitting there complaining about your boyfriend to or your girlfriend to, I promise you, that same friend will swoop in under your nose and snatch your partner as soon as they convince you to break up with them. And that's exactly what happened here. Now, I'm not going to lie, trigger warning a little bit. She did say some things in there that kind of threw me off a little bit because of how she was describing the man she was with. And then it kind of threw me off. So trigger warning, all right? I'm going to tell you that in advance. It's not that bad. It's a mild trigger warning, but it's a trigger indeed. But before we get into the story, this is the name of the content creator. You can follow her on TikTok for more updates if you're interested in more updates, but this is the name of the creator. Now, for the rest of y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this messy story.
Story time on how my best friend did to me the same thing that Amaya Colon did to her best friend, okay? I look so crusty. I'm making fried chicken right now, so bear with me. I have this childhood best friend that I met like in second, third grade, right? Her name is Catherine Batista. We used to go to school together in Corona, New York. We were best friends for a couple years. Then in sixth grade, my family moved to a different area in Queens, New York. And, me and her no longer went to the same school together. So we wasn't communicating as much for a couple, like the whole high school pretty much. After high school, we got older, and now we're able to take the bus by ourselves, take the train by ourselves. So we would come see each other. I would come see her in Corona. She would come see me in Jamaica, Queens. I knew one day I was going to expose her. And you know what? I'm so happy that today's the fucking day, because people really got to be aware of these best friends that you be having that really be envious, jealous of you, and they really want your life. We started hanging out again, I think after high school. We were still best friends, we loved each other so much. That's what I thought, at least. Eventually, I got with this guy of color. And the reason why I'm saying this guy of color is because Catherine she was a white Dominican. If you're from New York, you know the white Dominicans is very, very racist. Anyway, so she got with this guy, and she ended up having 2 kids with this guy. Okay. Then I ended up getting with this guy, like I said, guy of color. And she hated him so much. She was like, I don't know what you see in him. I don't like him for you. He's so ugly. You really need to leave him. His nose is so big. You need to leave him. She would barely see him because she'll be hanging out at my house, and then sometimes he'll come. But by the time he was walking in, she was ready to walk out. But she knew exactly who he was because I would post him on Instagram. I would tag him on Instagram. Now that we're older, whatever. So I always had issues with this guy. I was so in love with him. I always been so in love with him since I met him. And he just wasn't the greatest guy for me. But that's another story. I will call my best friend, which was her at the time, and tell her all these things. And he did this, he did that. And I'll cry to her and I'll vent. All these things that were going on in my life, right? Anyways, eventually I had a baby with this guy. And he was just running around, cheating, doing him all the time. He would block me here and there. So when he blocked me, I used to go in panic mode because I felt like I didn't know what he was doing. I was just I had a newborn baby. I couldn't do anything. My life just felt like it was going through hell. And she was there to pick me up as what I thought she was. I realized that she actually follows him on Instagram, and I didn't think nothing wrong with it because, like I said, I will tag him on Instagram all the time. So I felt like maybe she just follow him because, it's been years now. She likes him for me or whatever it is, right? So I'm like, Kati, you have him on Instagram. Can you screen record everything he's posting? Because I needed to know what he was doing. She will screen record everything to me, and at the same time, she'll say to me I thought you guys were doing good. He be buying you Chanel. He be buying you this, blah, blah, whatever. And then, mind you, this whole time, she's been in a relationship with her baby daddy that she has 2 kids with, Anyways, as months went by, she will always, screen record, whatever he'll post. Because, like I said, me and him were, on and off, on and off. It was just, very toxic. Months later, we were laying down, we were sleeping, and I noticed that he fell asleep. And then I was like, this is my time to look through his phone because I knew he was cheating. I just knew. Boom, it's so many bitches. He was in the DMs and texts and all of these, right? And in one of the DMs that I see her name, Catherine Batista, her Instagram. And I'm like, that's weird. I didn't know they I'm like, okay, he be posting my kids, so maybe she be replying like, oh, my nephews, my nephew, my niece, like we besties. So like, I thought she was just probably replying to some of the kids' pictures that he'll post. So I clicked on it, and I was like, hold on. Just I'm gonna give you a little piece of everything. So pretty much this whole time that she was screen recording the stuff for me, she was telling him, yo, Carolina is crazy, delusional. You need to stop messing with her. She's making me screen record your videos, your pictures, everything. Like, you need to stop fucking with her. She keeps posting your business on Instagram. Like, she's not the girl for you. Vice versa. He was talking shit about me to her too. Like, oh, blah, blah, whatever, right? I came to find out that this whole time, my best friend was telling me to leave him. She was talking to him.
Oh, so she's not racist.
She had a whole relationship with my baby daddy.
So why you say she was racist?
Mind you, she still was in a relationship with her baby daddy. She was living with him, probably still lives with him until this day, because he never found out, because she begged me to like not tell him. But that goes in the next part. My best friend, my childhood best friend, had been having a relationship with my baby daddy boyfriend this whole time that I was venting to her. I immediately confront her, immediately. And she said was, I'm sorry, Carolina, I'm sorry. I was going through a lot with my boyfriend, which is her baby daddy. He's been cheating on me. I've been feeling lonely. I'm always at the house with the kids. And like, I just like wanted, I just needed somebody to listen. And he was there to listen to me. He was there for me. And then it's like, I was running short with money, and he would send me money for me and the kids. And I'm sorry that I did this to you, but please don't tell Elvis, because if he finds out, he's not gonna pay for our apartment anymore. Me and my kids is gonna be homeless. And like, I promise you, like, me and your baby daddy never slept together. We were just talking to each other. Mind you, I confront her about the naked pictures that she sent to him, because I saw mad naked pictures. I said, no, I don't believe you. You're fake. You sending him naked pictures, and she continued to apologize. She tried to call me. She tried everything, and it's like, this is us like back on like messages. She tried to call me. I didn't even want to pick up. He was right next to me sleeping. My emotions, I was crying. It was just so much that I just couldn't even, I ended up not telling her baby daddy, because I felt like, she doesn't have a job. She doesn't have a way to take care of those kids. She's really been a stay-at-home mom. She only knew him, like, she's pretty much been knowing her boyfriend since she was like so young, that like that's all she has. And I felt bad, but it was just crazy because nobody felt bad for me. I was hurting because she was my best friend. So anyway, so if anybody knows Elvis, and he has 2 kids, okay, I think they live in Bayside, New York right now. They've been together since, I think, high school. Her name is Catherine Batista, and her sister name is Celine Batista. If you guys know these people, like, somebody tell him. Because she has been cheating on him with who knows how many. But anyways, me and her friendship is obviously over. Clearly. Like, fuck that hoe. Oh, this goes back to tell you that bitches is hating on you. Bitches is jealous of you.
Now, hold on. Maybe it's just me, but something about this video just not adding up. Now, I'm not trying to knock the creator, because I'm pretty sure that she did tell her truth in some way. But it's just some things that are not adding up to me. Like, one, why did we have to know that she didn't like men of color? And secondly, why are you friends with somebody who don't like men of color? Because you like men of color and you date and you've had kids, so are you not offended? Because your kids are of color now. So everything she says about that man of color should offend you because your kids are of color. Like, am I tripping? And lastly, why are you okay, so I'm trying to understand the psychology behind this. I'm just trying to understand the psychology behind this. So you're going to tell a person about a man okay, so I can understand right now why you trusted her, because you thought she didn't like men of color. And I'm just going to keep saying men of color because I don't know what color this man was. Was he black? Was he Indian? What color was he? The hell, like, what color? Like, it just don't make any sense. And I'm not trying to knock this girl. I get it. She's over here expressing herself. She's been betrayed. Her friend literally slept with her baby father after lying that she was a racist, pretty much. And the fact that you are telling her all these dark, like, y'all problems to a girl that don't like black people or People of color. I don't know, y'all. Y'all help me out. What that mean? What that mean? I thought that meant black. That mean us? That me? That me right here? But the fact that you sitting there telling her all of y'all negative issues, like, what did you expect? Like, you thought you could trust her? It almost makes me kind of question you a little bit because that's your best friend. And why are you trying to out her now? You didn't out her in that situation. So what was this, blackmail in a sense? Like, what is going on with this story? Like, this story don't make any sense. And there's no part twos to it. It was just this when I got it. And I'm not going back for a part two, honestly, because I think we heard enough. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. This story is, I mean, I feel bad for it. Don't trust people, I guess. But I don't know. I'm thrown off by that man of color stuff.